Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me for this week's mindfulness practice. We are having a heat wave here in Halifax this week. So summer's in full gear. It's been really hot. But thankfully I live right on the ocean here. So really get the nice breeze coming in throughout the day. Definitely downtown is a little bit more warm. So grateful to be where I am, but I hope you're staying cool if you're in summer and keeping warm if you're in winter. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Leanna. I release new mindfulness practices weekly on my channel, and I'm so happy that you have joined, or if you've been here for quite some time, I appreciate so much your continued support. This week, we're going to be moving through a really nice, just slow, gentle sequence just to open up the body. It won't be too long. It'll be a nice sequence to do at any point throughout your day, right when you wake up, before you go to bed, midway through your day, if you need a little reset in the body. Mainly focusing on the hip regions, but either way, it'll feel good all around, I'm sure. So I would love it if you had a block for your practice today, just to help bring the ground closer to you in some postures. Otherwise, you can also use a pillow. Might be nice under the knee, or also to kind of bring the ground a little bit closer for you, or a water bottle. Also using that block or pillow for support in our first posture, which will be supported fish. So if you have a pillow, like bending it in half to bring it along your spine, or if you're having that block, using that block. So yeah, as always, take this practice at your own pace. I'm simply a guide, so any postures or shapes that I'm offering you, know that you can always find a completely different shape or adjust and modify as you may need throughout your practice, and honoring how your body is showing up for you today. Every time we step on our mats, our bodies are showing up differently. So honoring the energy. Whenever you are ready to get started, you can set up your mats, grab your pillow or your block, and we'll begin. So as I mentioned, we're going to start in supported bridge, or supported fish rather. So if you have a block, you're going to bring it across your mat. So the long edges of the mat are on either side of the block. And this is going to be supporting your shoulder blades. Words are difficult right now. It's going to be supporting your shoulder blades as you drape your back body onto the block. If you have that pillow, bending it in half and then bringing it across your mat, and again placing it at a position on your mat for your shoulder blades to drape over. If you have a block and a pillow, it might be nice to put that pillow underneath the back of your head in either option. So you can bring your sit bones about halfway down your mat. We'll start with those legs bent just for extra support, soles of the feet grounded into the mat. And using your forearms, you'll start to gently allow your back body to release onto the ground. And then repositioning that block if you need, but having it across your back body around your shoulder blades. And then you can slowly start to tip the crown of the head towards the ground behind you, whether that's resting on a pillow or completely onto the ground. And then really slowly easing into this shape. It could be quite intense for you. So adjusting the height of the block if you need to here, adjusting the pillow placement. And if you don't have either of those props, just laying flat on your back body with a slight tuck of the chin. If you're taking this supported fish posture, allowing that front of the throat to really open up. And as your chest starts to open and shining your heart towards the sky, you might begin to bring those arms a little wider, turning the palms to face the sky, receiving an energy. And an option to keep your legs bent as they are. This is a little bit more of a supportive shape for that lower back if you feel some pinching. So keeping your legs bent if you're experiencing that, or you can walk your legs long down your mat. And then we'll just land here in this starting posture. You may start with that gaze closed down. And starting to tune into how the body is feeling here in this moment. Tuning into any areas that may be showing up with some tension or closed off. And bringing that awareness with a gentle curiosity. Becoming curious with why these parts in the body are maybe more closed off, and whether that's manifesting in a physical, emotional, or mental sense. And we bring this gentle awareness to these spots so that as we start to activate the breath and move throughout our practice, we can offer some release to these areas. So as you continue to drape over the support of the block or pillow in this supported fish position, you might start to notice that opening increase across your chest, the gentle engagement of your shoulder blades down your back. You might start to notice this rather subtle or rather intense back bend as your sit bones and hips are rooted into the ground and your spine is elongated and draped over the support of your props. That opening through the front of the throat, and breathe into that. Breathe into that length. And start to bring awareness to the natural flow of your breath, not altering its state, just bringing that same gentle curiosity to how it's flowing for you here in this moment. And watching it travel in and out through your body, the gentle rise and fall of your diaphragm. And taking notice if the breath is flowing easefully or is maybe constricted in this shape. Can you adjust your shape and soften to allow that breath to flow more freely? And then letting go of any hold you have on your breath, we'll start to breathe collectively. On your next inhale, drawing in a long breath through the nose, filling up, finding your depth, finding your expansion. And then letting out a long sigh through the mouth, releasing even heavier over the support of your props beneath you. Let's draw in another long, deep breath through the nose. And then releasing tension on the breath out. Another round, deep breath in. Long breath out. One more round just like that. Deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. And now allow that breath to find a pace and a rhythm that will support you throughout your movement, throughout your practice. One that can guide you and anchor you and hold yourself present as we start to move. So allowing that pace and that rhythm to start to settle. And then really slowly and gently, you'll start to use that left arm as support as you roll off of the pillow or the block behind you and fall into fetal position on your left side. Use that left arm as a pillow. You may reach it out or bend it in, and that right arm can hug in to your chest like a kickstand in front of you. Breathing here. And stacking those knees if they're not already. Feeling heavy on your side body. In this grounding shape. The start of our practice. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. That left arm that we're using as a pillow will start to stretch out to the left side, coming into a T shape. You'll move that block or pillow from behind you as you start to peel that right arm open, landing behind you, reaching to the right, making a T shape with your body, coming into a stacked knee supine twist. And if it's supportive on the neck, that gaze can fall to the right. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And another deep breath in. Long breath out. And really slowly you'll start to roll onto your back as those knees draw through center. We'll ground them down hip distance apart. Preparing for bridge pose, those hands rest by our side. Rooting down through those feet, engaging the glutes. On your next breath in, lifting the hips to the sky. Not going to your furthest depth here, just slowly lifting those hips to the sky to stretch out through the front body. And on that exhale, one vertebrae at a time, we'll slowly lower back down to the ground. Hips meet last. Good, let's do 2 more slow rounds just like that. Root down through your feet, engage the back body as you lift the hips to the sky, really slowly finding your depth. And then exhale, we lower back down, hips meet the ground last. A slight engagement of those inner thighs as you're engaging those glutes. Your next breath in, you lift the hips to the sky. Knees stacked over ankles. And on that exhale, one vertebrae at a time, you lower your hips back down to the ground. Good. And we'll start to roll over to the right, coming to that stacked knee in that fetal position. Right arm, we use it as a pillow to rest our head down. And that left arm hugs in towards our chest. Landing here in this resting shape. And take a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. Another round of breath as you are. And then really nice and slowly, that right arm will stretch out into a T, preparing for that stacked knee supine. Left arm peels open, reaching towards the left side of the room. And those legs stay stacked. And we're encouraging that left shoulder blade to reach the ground. And as we're breathing into the spine, into this twist, the gaze may fall to the left. And take a deep breath in. Long breath out. And one more deep breath in. Long breath out. And really slowly we'll draw those legs back through center, coming to our back bodies, setting up for that bridge posture. Soles of the feet plant hip distance, arms rest by our side. Deep breath in, we round down through those feet, lift the hips to the sky, finding our bridge pose. Exhale, we lower the legs, or hips rather, back down to the mat. Let's squeeze those legs into our chest, squeezing our nose towards our knees, curling up into a tight ball, maybe a gentle rock side to side. And then relaxing those feet back down, coming to our bridge pose. Inhale, we reach our hips to the sky, squeezing the back body. Exhale, we slowly lower back down, curl up into that tight ball, knees come into chest. And so taking some reverse cat-cows here, we plant those feet down, prepare for bridge, lift the hips to the sky on that breath in. Exhale, we slowly lower back down. Inhale, we hug those knees into our chest. Exhale, we release those feet back down. Moving through 3 more rounds here at your own pace. Letting that breath guide you as you move through the motions. And lingering in any spots along the way that are craving some extra attention. 2 more rounds. Last round. When you're hugging your knees into your chest, stay there. Squeezing that nose towards your knees, you'll rock side to side. And then you might start to bring that momentum up and down the spine to bring yourself through to a seat, or you can simply roll to fetal position and lift yourself up. So making your way to your sit bones. And then we'll cross those legs out in front of us. Grounding down through our sit bones. Roll those shoulders towards your ears, relax them down your back, crown of the head reaching towards the sky. On an inhale, we'll reach those arms up. Hands come to prayer. We release them to our heart. Closing down the eyes or softening the gaze. Taking a moment here to check in with what you need for this next little bit of time on for your practice. And if intention setting is a part of your ritual, I invite you to welcome one in now. And we'll take a deep breath in together. Long sigh away. Gently flutter your eyes open when you're ready. I hope you all enjoy your practice today. On your next breath in, we reach those hands tall to the sky. Exhale, that left hand comes to right knee and we twist towards the right. Inhale, we come back through center. Exhale, we twist towards the left. Inhale, back through center. Twist towards the right. One more time, back through center. Twist towards the left. Inhale, we raise our arms back through center. Exhale, we bring them through prayer, through heart center. And we roll over our knees, coming to a tabletop. Shoulders stacked over wrists, hips over knees. On your next breath in, drop the belly, lift the gaze for cow pose. Exhale, push the ground away, tuck the chin and navel for cat. Moving through some cat-cows here, regular at your own pace. And welcoming in any shifts or movements along the way that your body is intuitively craving. So you might slither side to side, you might nod your head left to right, you might sit the hips back and forward. And what can you do here to make this movement unique to you? Let's take 2 more rounds as you are. Last round. Good, and then the next time you round your cat or round your back into cat, sit those hips back towards your heels, finding a child's pose. Reach your arms forward, come high on your fingertips to allow that heart to melt even more towards the ground. So active arms here. Shoulder blades are lifted, squeezing towards one another as that heart is melting closer towards the ground. Take a deep breath in. Maybe you sit your hips back a little deeper. And another deep breath in. Long breath out. You might shift side to side in those hips, draw the knees a little wider. Take a deep breath in. Long side away. Next inhale, ground down through your palms, come back through table. And we'll tuck those toes under, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. And again, what do you need here? What shifts, what movements to welcome in this new shape? You might pedal out through the heels, twist side to side, doing what you need. And take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Another deep breath in. Settling on your exhale. Next inhale, heels will lift, knees will bend. We'll tiptoe our feet to meet our hands at the top of our mat. Taking a generous bend in those knees, folding heavy over the legs, grabbing hold of opposite elbows. You may rock side to side, letting the crown of the head reach towards the ground, letting go of the neck. Deep breath in, long breath out. Releasing the hands, finding your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, root down through your feet, reach tall to the sky, extended mountain, maybe a slight back bend, hips forward. Hands to prayer. We hinge at the hips and we slowly pour back down over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant. We step that left foot back and we lower the back knee, finding a low lunge. You may untuck those toes. Hands can stay planted, framing that front foot. If you have a set of blocks, you can place those under your hands to bring the ground closer to you. And you may fold your mat or bring a cushion under that back knee. And start to rock side to side in that hip. And we'll take a deep breath in. And on that exhale, start to float those hips back, coming to a hamstring stretch, straightening through that front leg, flexing those toes. On your breath in, you lunge back forward. And on that exhale, you shift the hips back for that hamstring stretch. So taking a few rocks back and forward here. Just warming up through that right hip. Using that breath to guide you. And the next time your hips sit back, holding there, flexing those right toes towards your face, and a little micro bend in that knee. Take a deep breath in. And breathe along the back of that right leg. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, we lunge back forward, finding that low lunge. We take a breath in, reach tall through the hands, maybe a slight back bend. Landing on your exhale, squeezing those glutes to push the hips forward, rooting down through that front foot. Relax those shoulders down your back. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Exhale, you frame your front foot and start to walk that right foot to the long edge side of your mat, coming into a low lizard lunge. Hands on the inside of that right foot. And again, start to intuitively move here. So maybe you rock side to side in those hips. Maybe you come to the knife edge side of that right foot. And slowly rotating through that hip joint, engaging the stretch a little deeper. The inner thigh, the groin. You might ground down through that left hand. Use the right hand to push that thigh out even more on the right side. Maybe engaging a slight twist in the thoracic, the upper spine. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And one more deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, you plant that hand down if it's not already there. Walk your foot back in, framing it between your hands. On your inhale, we reach tall to the sky. Exhale, we frame that front foot. We tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step forward to meet our right foot, finding that heavy forward fold. So generous bend in those knees and grabbing hold of opposite elbows again if you'd like. Gentle rock side to side. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Releasing the grip if you have it. Next inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, release. Root down through your feet, engage the glutes as you lift tall to the sky, extended mountain, maybe a slight back bend, hips forward. Hands to prayer, and we hinge at the hips, slowly pouring forward over those legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant those hands, step the right foot back this time. Knee releases to a pillow, to the ground, and we find that low lunge. Again, setting up those legs, maybe you shift side to side, finding your foundation. And then inhale, we ground down through center. Exhale, we start to float those hips back, finding that hamstring stretch. Inhale, we rock forward to our lunge. Exhale, we rock back, straightening through the front leg, flexing those left toes. Let's do a few more rocks back and forth, moving with your breath. Warming up into the left side here. Good, and the next time your hips rock back, holding for that hamstring stretch. A little micro bend in that left knee, flexing those left toes, and then hands are to blocks or the ground here. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Breathing along the back of that left leg. One more round of breath here. Next inhale, you slowly lunge back forward, rooting down through that front foot. Engage the glutes as you reach tall to the sky, finding your low lunge. Good. Having that heart shine forward. We're squeezing those glutes to push the hips forward. Take notice of that stretch along the front of the right hip. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Framing your front foot on that exhale. Start to walk that left foot outwards to the long edge side of your mat. Hands placed to the inside on the blocker or ground. And start to move intuitively here. Maybe you rock side to side again. Maybe it's not completely symmetrical to the right. So honoring how this side is showing up for you. Honoring the difference and the complexity between sides and our bodies. Doing what you need here to welcome in this new shape. Breathing into the hip. You might come to stand on that right hand, using that left hand to push the leg outwards a little deeper. Breathing here. Breathing out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more round of breath. Maybe you twist through that upper spine. That left hand plants to the inside of that left foot. You start to walk those left toes back in, framing that front foot. On your inhale, we reach tall to the sky. Exhale, we frame our front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step forward to meet our left. Finding that heavy forward fold. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, release. Root down through your feet, engage the glutes, lift tall to the sky for that extended mountain. Hands come to prayer, samastiti. Rooting down through your feet. Taking a moment here to connect inwards and checking in with how your body is feeling. Coming back to that reason, coming back to that intention. Let's take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Bring those hands to your hips, rooting down through that right foot. We'll step that left foot back for warrior two. So rooting down through the knife edge side of that right foot, lunging into that front knee. Hips are opening up to the left side of the room. When you're ready, reaching your arms front to back. Reaching strong through those arms, relaxing those shoulders down your back. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, reverse arms, reverse warrior. Right arm sweeps overhead, left hand trickles down. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale back to your warrior two. Start to straighten through that front knee. You'll reach through the right hand as you lean forward. Hand comes to block shin or ground. And that left arm reaches tall for Trikonasana, triangle pose. So imagining those hips and shoulder blades stacking over one another as we're opening to the left side of the room. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, we rise to our warrior two, lunging into that front knee, reaching forward through that left hand or right hand, right elbow to thigh, hand to block or ground, left arm sweeps overhead for extended side angle. So really rooting down through the knife edge side of that left foot and reaching through the left fingers, long diagonal from foot to hand. And you might step into a deeper expression, hand reaching towards the ground or a block. Side body is engaged here. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Using your obliques to rise, rooting down through that right foot, warrior two, deep breath in. Exhale, we cartwheel the hands down, step back to a high plank. Taking high plank from knees or toes, spreading the fingers wide, puffing out through the shoulders to take the pressure off the wrists. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Knees lower on the exhale. Another deep breath in. We bend through the elbows, chin and chest follow to the ground for modified chaturanga. We slide through to our bellies, untuck the toes. Next breath in, find cobra, long necks. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeezing your back body, squeezing the shoulder blades together, finding cobra. Exhale, release. One more time, cobra pose, lifting the chin and chest off the ground. Exhale, release. Move through knees, find table. Tuck the toes under, lift yourself to downward facing dog. Next breath in, heels lift, knees bend. We step forward to meet our hands at the top of our mat. Forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, release. Root down through your feet, engage the glutes as you lift tall to the sky. Hands come to prayer, eyes close down or soften your gaze. Take a moment here to find your breath, to find your center. Good. I'm just going to switch directions so I'm facing you. So grounding down through your left foot, hands come to hips, and we step that right foot back for warrior two. Lunging into your front knee, grounding down through the knife edge side of that right foot. And when you're ready, reaching your arms front to back. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Really engaging that inner thigh muscle on the left side to direct the knee over the ankle. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Relaxing those shoulders down your back. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Left arm sweeps overhead, right hand trickles down, reverse arms, reverse warrior. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale to warrior two, reaching front to back. Start to straighten through the front knee, reaching through the left fingers, hand to block, shin or ground, right hand to the sky, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Stacking those shoulder blades and hips over one another as we're opening to the right side of the room. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Using the side body to lift yourself back up to warrior two, lunging into the front knee. Starting to reach through that left hand, left elbow to thigh blocker the ground. Right arm sweeps overhead. Extended side angle. Side body is engaged here. We're rooting down through that right foot. Continuing to lunge into that front knee. And it's a long diagonal from the side of that right foot through to your fingers. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Option to go a step deeper. That hand might reach for the ground. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Engaging the side body, the obliques to raise yourself back up, grounding down through that left foot. And on that exhale, you cartwheel the hands down, step back to your high plank, holding from knees or toes, pushing the ground away. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Knees lower on the exhale. Another deep breath in. Bending through the elbows, chin and chest come to the ground. Sliding through to your bellies. And this time you might find cobra, you might come to up dog. On your next breath in, lifting your chest and chin, maybe straighten through the arms for up dog. Exhale, release. If you'd like to come to full up dog, the legs lift. Inhale, you lift. Come into balance on the tops of your feet. Exhale, release. Inhale, come to your back bend, squeezing the entire back body in either shape that you find yourself in. Exhale, release. And then tuck your toes, move through table, meet your way back to downward facing dog. Landing with a breath. We'll come down to our shins, finding a kneeling seat. Grounding down with the breath, the right hand or palm will face to the sky. We'll place the left hand over top and thumbs come to touch. Receiving in energy, relaxing those shoulders down our back. Regrounding with our breath, regrounding with our body. Finding our center. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Gently flutter your eyes open. We'll make our way to our back bodies. Might be nice to have the block by your side for extra support. And keep those legs bent, soles of the feet planted, hip distance apart. And we'll come into sleeping pigeon or figure four. So we'll cross that right ankle over your left thigh. Option to bring a block underneath that left foot to engage, just stretch a little deeper. And you're flexing those right toes. You can use that right hand to push that thigh outwards as you're using that left hand to encourage that hip to stay planted. And breathing here in this shape. And really slowly you'll start to allow those knees to drop to the left. That right foot will stamp into the ground. And then we'll bring our arms out into a T, finding that supine twist. Gaze may fall to the right. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. 2 more rounds of breath here. And really slowly Lifting those legs back through center, and then we'll switch sides. You might shift that block to the right side of your mat to plant your right foot down. And that left ankle can cross over your right thigh for sleeping pigeon or figure four. You might use that left hand to push the thigh outwards even deeper, and using that right hand to encourage that right hip to stay planted. And breathing here. And really slowly and gently starting to drop those legs to the right. Left foot stamps into the ground. And we bring those arms out into a T for our supine twist. Gaze may fall to the left. Breathing here for 3 slow rounds of breath. Last round. Really slowly, you'll draw those legs back through center. Release the block from beneath you if you used it. Squeeze those legs into your chest one last time, curling up into a tight ball. Nose comes towards knees. And then we'll release down into Savasana, our final resting shape. And legs can come out long. Arms can rest by your side, and perhaps one on your heart and one on your belly. Slight tuck of the chin to elongate the neck and allow that breath to flow freely. And roll those shoulders down your back to open the chest up towards the sky. And releasing heavy here on your back bodies for a few more moments of your Shavasana, your rest. And knowing that rest is just as important as movement. And so honoring these last few minutes together and taking up as much time and space here together. Feeling the support of the earth beneath you and knowing that I will guide you back to the space when the time is right. Always the option to finish practice exactly as you are on your back bodies. If you'd like to finish seated, starting to welcome in some gentle movements to reawaken the body. eventually you'll hug your knees into your chest and fall into fetal position on your favorite side, using that bottom arm as your pillow to rest there for a moment. In whatever shape you find yourself in, taking notice of the shift in your energy. It might be subtle, it might be very apparent. And just noticing how this little bit of time on your mats here together has cultivated that shift through finding some mindfulness, movement, breath, and stillness. And allowing the effects of this practice to continue to radiate throughout your body as you move throughout the rest of your day. And really slowly, if you're finishing seated, lifting yourself up with your palms and coming to a tall seat. You may use that block to sit on if you'd like, or pillow. Legs can cross out in front of you. And bring our hands to heart center. We'll find love and gratitude here for ourselves for making the time to show up today for our practice, and to connect in community, and to connect inwards. Take this shift and rebalance of your nervous system with you as you leave your mats here today. And we'll find one last form of gratitude for all the past teachings and practices that have come before us and who have shared this wisdom for us to do what we do here today. Thank you for letting me guide you through your practice today. And may the love enlighten me shine through to the love enlighten you. Namaste, everyone. So thank you. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you enjoyed that slower but still really opening sequence, feeling more open across the body. We did spend a lot of attention on the hips, but it was a quite well-rounded practice. So I hope it landed well. Please let me know how you're feeling in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I love connecting with you and sharing in this community. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to my channel. The more likes, the more my videos reach a greater group of people. So love to continue to expand this community with you and the help of your support. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, whatever time it is there. And I look forward to next time. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.